day. My name is Janet Karim on Sunrise, New York on Malawi UN channel. Earlier this month, the World Bank announced through its World Bank Malawi country director, Blumenkopf, that it was going to release 43 billion Malawi kwacha for the development projects in Malawi. This is a whopping 253 million US dollars. Money is to be pumped into Malawi's development projects such as the energy sector, the water development, and even the Nyika conservation project. I talked to the Reserve Bank Governor, Dr. Pex Ligoya, just to pick his brains about what this meant for Malawi. Here is Dr. Ligoya in his own words. Sir, I just wanted to ask you about the announcement earlier this month by the World Bank that there was an announcement that by the Malawi country director of the World Bank that the bank would grant Malawi 42 billion Malawi kwacha for development aid. But I noted that earlier in the year, the World Bank had suspended aid to Malawi. Is this not a contradiction?
No, it's not a contradiction. What Sandra said in the papers is true. There has been a continuous flow of project aid to Malawi. The amount announced is in the context of the country assistance strategy of the World Bank that within a period of 3 years they would disburse that amount. And she actually said in the press that people did not understand the difference between project financing and budget support. Budget support is the one that had been not stopped but suspended very briefly, awaiting the finalization of our discussions with the IMF. And I'm glad to tell you that the amount of money that we would have gotten as budget support has all been moved or transferred to the project support. So we have not lost anything actually. It's just that instead of bringing some of that money as budget support, we will get the same amount as project support. Now, the good thing about this news is that the World Bank, together with other donors in Malawi, are still committed to disbursing all the monies that they committed for project support. Now, with that goes the good news that we have re-engaged the IMF, and we have actually written a letter to the IMF to invite a mission to Malawi. And we are very optimistic that the few items or few issues that were still lingering, we will be in a position to finalize on all those. So once we do that, then we will get budget support from all our cooperating partners as well as project financing, which the World Bank together with all the other donors are still disbursing to Malawi.
Well, this is quite a wonderful picture indeed that you are painting. What does this grant and of course these other support that is coming from the cooperating partners mean for Malawi? Will that mean the picture of the foreign reserves will improve in your assessment, sir?
We definitely are optimistic that the project financing, together with the resumption of the budget support, will go a long way to help boost the reserve position for Malawi. But much as we appreciate the donor inflows to Malawi, and we are really, really thankful that there is a lot of goodwill out there for Malawi, and that important programs like the fertilizer subsidy program for Malawi are very, very well supported by all our cooperating partners in Malawi. But what we're saying is, apart from rejoicing over that good news and think that all is well, we are trying very, very well in Malawi, very hard, to find other means of our own of boosting the reserve position. In that perspective, we had a board meeting, Reserve Bank of Malawi board meeting today, and I'm glad to tell you that the board has approved a new initiative that will go a long way towards diversifying this economy in as far as the export base is concerned. And this is what we are calling now the Export Development Fund. With that fund, the Reserve Bank of Malawi will put in seed money to start this institution that will have an export guarantee scheme, and that guarantee scheme will work in this way. We will go to the producers, this is agricultural producers, and link them up to the market, that after their production, they are sure and very sure of the export market, and that institutions, other institutions and trading houses in Malawi will have already done the marketing and everything, so that you link them up, and that once they produce the agricultural commodities and wherever possible, process some of those commodities ready for the market. And the banks, you'll be happy to learn that our local banks, with that initiative, they have already promised to pour in more than 20 billion Malawi kwacha, because most of the risks that the banks normally run away from in doing such sort of ventures will be covered by this export guarantee fund.
Is this
if anything goes wrong in the process, they are assured of their money back.
Right, that's good. Excellent, sir. Is this open only to Malawians or everybody that's living in Malawi?
It's everybody that is living in Malawi, for as long as you have a project that can be assessed and is approved by all the stakeholders, be it the production, all the way to the export market. Once you do that, we will come in and assist you. So for as long as you have the right license or production permits or all that, we don't want to segregate, because we want to invite everyone who can help this country, be it Malawian or other nationalities who would want to invest in Malawi, to be encouraged to come here and help us achieve the goal that we have. Our goal is to have not less than $1 billion by end of reserves by end of December 2012. And we are very confident that we will get that.
Well, that's really wonderful, sir. Can I just ask you, this is the big picture, but is there something individual Malawians can do to arrest the, this appalling state of affairs where, we do not have enough forex? Is there anything ordinary Malawians like myself can do to assist our country?
Yes, we are all players in this. In that, there are other initiatives that we can do. For example, Malawians living in the diaspora. A lot of countries in Africa and elsewhere have done a lot of projects using remittances from the diaspora. In Malawi, we had problems that our banks were not very responsive in trying to resolve the problems that the people in the diaspora had in remitting their money. Now, at the policy level, we have made progress in this, that Malawians who are living abroad, and any Malawian who is living in Malawi, can open a foreign currency denominated account. And with that, you have incentives in this, that you will get a very good interest rate on your account, and that at any one time you need your money, you should not be denied the rights to have your own money. At first, the banks were refusing people to withdraw as much as they want in cash, in dollars. Now you can go to the bank and withdraw the dollars from your FCDA accounts. And that is one of the many initiatives that we are initiating in Malawi to help people in the diaspora contribute to the growth in Malawi and development in Malawi. And we are envious of other initiatives that countries like Kenya have started. Kenya has an initiative called Diaspora Bonds. They have issued bonds for the people from the diaspora. And you'll be glad to learn that such bonds were actually oversubscribed. And they have more than 40 billion collected through that means. And this is money that can be used for development of their country. And we are trying very hard to do the same here, have a bond for a purpose. For example, if we want to develop tourism around the lake, Cape Clear, and all that, we can do this such a transaction, and the money collected there, build a holiday resort around the lake, and that will boost tourism for Malawi and get the much needed reserves that the country needs.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Ligoya, and I certainly wish you all the best in this establishment of this diaspora bond. And I also thank you for giving us your time to answer questions to Sunrise New York on Malawi UN channel. Thank you very much, sir. You have a good day. Thank you very much. That was Dr. Pex Ligoya, the Reserve Bank Governor at the Central Bank in Malawi, giving you what the aid package that the World Bank is releasing is meaning to Malawi, or has meant to Malawi. This has been Janet Karim on Sunrise New York on Malawi UN channel, saying thank you very much for being with us. See you another time. God bless you. Have a good day.